So I've been doing these workarounds since I don't have the collection up here with me. So for some of these autographs, I'll put the autograph in the thumbnail, and you'll just have to listen to me rap as I do my little show here. As far as this Rick Barry 8x10 glossy, if you want to see Rick in all his glory with his fabulous 70s haircut, and the story of how I got that 8x10 glossy, it's in my show Family First, towards the end of season 2. Richard Francis Dennis Barry III, nickname Miami Greyhound. That moniker was given to him by Hall of Fame broadcaster Bill King. This Miami Hurricane has his jersey retired and in 1965 was the NCAA scoring leader. One of the most prolific scorers in basketball history. Only player to lead the NCAA, ABA, and NBA in points per game for a season. He was the 1966 NBA Rookie of the Year, 1967 NBA Scoring Champ, 1967 NBA All-Star Game MVP, 12-time All-Star, 9-time All-First Team. Rick Barry is on the NBA 75-year anniversary all-time team. He was the 1969 ABA MVP. He is the all-time ABA scoring leader in regular and postseason. One of only 4 players to win championships in both leagues. 1975 NBA champion and was the MVP of those 1975 finals. Speaking of NBA finals, his 36 points per game is still the most in NBA finals history. He is the only player in NBA playoff history to score 50-plus points in a Game 7. Until a few weeks ago, when fellow Warrior, formerly known as the Babyface Assassin, aka Old Man Curry, did it. Rick Barry's jersey is in the rafters over at the arena next to Attles, Nate Thurmond, Chris Mullins, Wilt Chamberlin, and Tom Meschery. All Hall of Famers except for Tom Meschery. That's another story. Rick Barry was fun to watch play, but he never looked like he was having fun. He was always messing with his hair. 1975, I'm in 5th grade. My dad took me, my brother, his buddy from work, and his kid, and we all went to the Oakland Coliseum Arena to watch the Portland Trail Blazers take on the Warriors. Pretty cool, all except for we were in the back row, well, 4 rows from the back, about as far away from the court as you can get. And it was really hard to tell who was who, except for, Bill Walton. Is pretty easy to tell him. So, yeah, we were pretty far away. Towards the end of the 3rd quarter, my dad says, "You kids stay here. We'll be back for you after the game." And him and his buddy took off, made their way down to the court, waited, picked their opportunity, and took a couple of vacated seats. Got to watch the whole 4th quarter down on the floor right behind the basket. On the way home in the car, he was telling us kids how great it was and seeing the players up close, and you could hear every word they were saying, mostly swear words and, "Come on, man." And then after a while, my dad goes, "How'd you kids like the game?" We're in the back seat of the car going home. I said, we watched that old guy play that big giant organ, which was kind of cool for a couple minutes or two, but I wanted to watch Bill Walton play. But my dad made it up to me. 17 years later, for my birthday, he took me and my girlfriend back to the arena to see the Clippers. Clippers were in town. I saw Mitch Richmond drop 40 on the Clippers. Pretty cool. So we're 12 rows back, right behind the Warriors bench. Great seats. And perennial bench warmer, Tom Tolbert. He's got his towel wrapped around his neck. He's holding on to it with both hands like he always does. And during the timeouts, he gets up and he stands behind Coach Nelson and kind of scans the crowd, checking for chicks. And sure enough, he found my girlfriend. So as the game goes on, I notice during timeouts, there he goes. He gets up and stands behind Coach Nelson, looking through the crowd. And I'm laughing. So I tell my girlfriend, and she didn't believe me. So then it's 4th quarter now, and there's a TV timeout. All of a sudden, I hear my girlfriend laughing, and I didn't even have to look at her. I just said, "See, I told you he was checking you out." She goes, "No, now they all are." And I look, and yeah, a bunch of the Warriors were all checking her out. Pretty funny. Boys will be boys.